Hi Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Welcome to your Avalon Rituals reading for the month of May 2020. My name is Julia. Thank you for tuning in. And today we're going to use the Lenormand and the Tarot together. I think I did this already the last time, so it's nothing new anymore. But in case you are new to the Lenormand, I think you will enjoy this reading. This is for your Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Check out your other signs as well. If you want to go directly to your reading, just skip to, I would say 2 minutes 30 or 3 minutes, because I always do a little tuning in at the beginning, and today I'm going to use, with a large one here, the singing bowl. And this is a heart chakra singing bowl, so it's a heart chakra balancing healing energy now. And if you want to receive this, just close your eyes and relax. And as I've said, if you want to go directly to your reading, just skip to 2:30 or 3 minutes. I will now shuffle your cards, lay them out so that you can see your cards in a second, as usual. Okay, I just stopped this at 222. That's amazing. For me, this is always a sign you are on the right path. So whatever you do, you are on the right path. First message from Spirit. If you don't know this Lenormand, you are in this deck as well, and you are indicated by this woman here, no matter of your gender and your love interest. If you have one, is this person over here, indicated by the male person in this card deck. Though if you don't have a love interest in at the moment, if you have no one you have romantic feelings for, this can literally just be the most important person of the other gender in your life. So I do feel like I need to pull this a little bit up, because you are important, of course, and so you can see yourself a little bit better. We do have you are in the house of solutions. So whatever the problem is, I would say you are the solution, and you have already the key, or you have already the solution to the problem. Let me see, where's, oh my goodness, and you are thinking, you know what I mean, because you are also putting you a little bit more down again. Here we have the key. So you are also already thinking about the solution. And the solution could have to do with communication, paperwork, contracts, or communication. That's where the solution is for whatever problem. You're welcome. That's it. Okay, we can stop this reading, because the solution is communication. Great. Now, okay, let's see what else is going on here. So this can be, the tower can be your independence. It could be a building of power and dominance. Could have to do something with the government. Could be something like an official office. This is in the house of finances, so that could be something about you being self-employed and getting money in through being self-employed. Maybe this is a confirmation if you were wondering if you should be self-employed, and you have this in the house of finances, so I would say this is a good sign. Also, the fish mean that things start to flow, so I would say if this is about you being independent, it will really start to flow. If this could be also, because it can stand for a separation or a withdrawal, which has a completely different meaning, of course, because if you now go into the love aspect, this can, as I've said, stand for a separation or a withdrawal. So maybe you're facing a separation at the moment, maybe you're in a separation at the moment, and maybe things would start, but maybe things will start to flow, and maybe you're getting into a flow again after or during this time of separation. Which is also indicated by the ship, by the way, because the ship literally also means things will start to flow, to move forward. So just in relation to this topic here, it seems like you're moving forward from off something or from something. And also we do have the ending of a karmic situation here. And the interesting thing is, the first card I pulled was this card, and it's in the position of, okay, what's coming into your life? And it's karma. And it's like, well, okay, there's a karmic situation coming into your life. It might be some kind of life lesson or a specific lesson that you have to learn that is destined to happen. But at the same time, I do feel with what's going on down here, one life lesson you have already completed, because there's the end of a karmic situation as well. So in a sense, that's really cool, because you have worked through something and you are closing a circle. On the other side, the next thing is already here in May 2020. Great. So what is this about? It does seem like there are blockages regarding the love or your love life, your emotions. It might also be that there is a new beginning in love coming. We're gonna have a look in a second over here as well. No, we're not gonna have it. We're gonna do it now. Okay. So something is like a challenge here, or like a blockage in your emotional life, but also there's something new coming your way. It seems like there might be a new connection, a new partnership coming your way. And well, this can mean for you, if you are a woman, or if you are, how do you say this? Oh my god, I say this all the time at the moment. How do you say this? It might be that this is an older male person, if that refers to your love interest or someone you are interested in. But this can also indicate sex. So it might be that there's something really exciting, something new coming your way, and there might be like a new sexual relationship for you. Okay, so having a look around these cards again. The heart is in the house of the ship. So the ship means, again, something starts moving, something is coming in. Maybe your love is traveling to you. Maybe you take a journey towards your love. Maybe you are falling in love while you are taking a journey, while you're taking a trip. It doesn't always need to be a big journey. It could literally be just like a little trip somewhere, and there you're going to meet someone. That could be the case. We do have the public here related, which means this can refer to the journey you're taking. Maybe you meet someone in public here, maybe you meet someone on the internet here, but also this can mean that this person or the person you're in love with might be in public in a specific way, which could simply mean that the person has an online business and is on Instagram, for example. There is some nervousness and stress. It could refer to having butterflies in your heart or in your stomach again. That could be one interpretation, but there could be another situation that is causing some sort of nervousness and stress, which could be related here to the mountain, which is the challenge or the blockage. And also there is something that is moving forward. So again, there is some movement in your emotional life, maybe with an older male person or with a lot of sex here. On the same aspect here, we do see in the house of new beginnings or children, because this could refer to a child, of course, but often it indicates a new beginning. We have a new partnership. This usually would talk about commitment, but also sometimes it can indicate having a strong connection, a strong bond with someone. And I do feel there's something for you coming in. So let's have a look around the person here. Because let me see okay. So this person, interestingly, is in the house of the bear. The bear is someone who is dominant. It's also could indicate your own strength, But I do feel like this person is someone who is someone in authority, who might be self-employed, him or herself, who might, again here, be in public also. This is related to your law of interest, the park. So we do have a connection here to the public. So it might be that this person is in public as well. I do feel like this is a person who's very dominant, or very strong within themselves, or has a good sense of self-worth, or again is in a leading position, in a position of authority. There's something nagging on this person, which is interesting. And it's in the house of the fox. So the fox has an interest, a self-interest. It's about self-care. So that might be a topic that is somehow nagging on this person. But also we do have the tree here. And the tree is for someone. It might be that this person is a little bit slow and calm and really like cozy. That would be qualities of the tree next to a person. It might be that this person really loves being in nature, or is really grounded, really rooted. So because these are always the indicate, like the this could be literally what this person's qualities are, which again, if I come back to you down here, it might be that you are self-employed, or also very dominant or independent. So in a sense, I do feel that would be a good match here. We do have in the house of partnership the bear again. So there is something. It could also mean that you have strong partnerships. Excuse me. So yeah, it might be that you have strong partnerships in general in your work life, because also we have the anchor here who stands like this is for work. It also seems like something in your work life is transforming. There's a positive change in your work life. And again, the bear in the house of partnership, also a very strong sign. Maybe influential partnerships. So what's next here? On the mind of this person is the star. So we do have clarity, new hope, a wish coming true, but also spirituality. So I do feel this person might be really spiritual and thinking about spiritual things, especially with those cards next to it. This can literally mean that this person is into astrology, because this is knowledge. This is knowledge, this is truth, facts, this is studying, learning something, and this in combination could mean that this is literally someone who studies astrology or is really into astrology. And also we do have here a positive change coming your way. This new clarity brings a positive change, so that's really beautiful down here. When we have a look down here at this row, again there is the lily, which can indicate if you are a woman or if you're a man and you're a loving man, of course. This could be an older male person, someone who is very also this can again, I do feel like power and ambition is something that is really present here. I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of power and energy here in this reading. So I do feel for some of you, this could be an older person who might be very ambitious, very powerful, very protective also. But again, this can also refer to like a strong sex drive, and that there's a lot of sexual, how would you say this? Well, a lot of sex in the relationship with this person. We have luck here, happy coincidences. And we do have something that needs to be cleared out. Well, this can stand for communication. I know I'm doing the Scorpio reading, so with seeing the whip here, I'm a little bit like, well, this can just all indicate having just like great sex, maybe even having, because this sometimes can indicate some form of aggression, but also some sexual energy. So with having this, and this can be also a card of playfulness, maybe a little bit without any responsibilities. Maybe this is just like a really loose thing, though I do feel there is a connection, there is a commitment. So I could interpret these things here as this person brings a lot of interesting, playful sex. Let me know if you resonate with it or not. So what else do we have? I mean, I'm doing the Scorpio reading, right? So, and we all know what they say about you, Scorpio. So let's have a look. What else do you want to know? Is there anything you want to know? I feel like I really went into the whole situation of love and partnership and sex. So I would say I would go and have a look into your work life. What about that? We do have here, down here, that's the ship again in your work life. So this also means moving forward in your work life. We had this already here, right? With a positive change coming in your work life. This could mean working in some sort of travel business. Maybe making a business with people who are not in your immediate environment. Maybe the people need to travel to you. Maybe you need to travel to the people. Maybe this is also an online business and making business with people who are literally not in your immediate environment, maybe not even in your country. So let's have a look what's around here. And the anchor next to the home would literally mean also working from home is probably something that is an option here with these cards. We do have the very influential partnerships related to this, so you might want to think about, or maybe you are already doing this, like really looking into cooperating with people and having like very influential positive influential partnerships for your business here. We do have the dog here as well, and this is also support. This could be friends, so that also could refer, right? Having like a group of friends who are very supportive and beneficial, and you all just work together, which is really beautiful. Going further up here, we do have the let's have a look. Okay. Oh, okay, so we do have the fox in the house of compliments. The house in the fox of compliments can sometimes indicate for someone who's very attentive, it gives a lot of compliments and a lot of appreciation, but that might be because this person has his or her own agenda. So there might be something about like that, because again, fox, self-interest, flowers, or something positive like compliments, etc. could indicate your social circle, which could also indicate, well, maybe there's someone in your closer social circle who has a specific self-interest into you, and maybe who's like really flattering. And then we do have the public here, so that again I would literally say working with the internet or something in public. Maybe you are a public figure here as well. But interestingly, this is in the house of the scythe, so something that is being cut short. So maybe there is something that you change, or something that is ending, or something that where there is a cut at the moment and you can't do anything. But I do feel in general there comes a positive change in your work life and things will start to flow again. And now I feel like I want to pull some cards for you. If you want your own personal reading, it's always good. I mean, of course I can always interpret the card reading just in general like I do now, and you might already find a lot of answers to your questions. But the more you describe a situation you want to have clarity about, the easier it is to really find like the on-point answers to your questions. Because as I've said already, this could relate to an older male person. So in general, this can relate to your father, to a grandfather. So if you have any questions about that topic, I wouldn't of course say this is about sex. I would say, okay, maybe there's something about your father and the love to your father. While if you're planning an affair or you want like a sexual adventure, I would just have a look around this card here, right? So depending on what you're asking for or what the situation is about, you can get more clarity in these readings when you have specific questions. And of course, what I always do is I generally ask, like, look at your questions and then see if I can see anything else that jumps out to me. So, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's have a few additional cards with the tarot, because I do love the tarot as it goes more into the psychology. It's more like, you see, I don't think you would have this feeling here, because I do feel like it's more about feelings, and that's a feeling of being left outside in the cold, like something is not getting to you, and that maybe can indicate this little challenge that we see here, but it's translated in a different way. So we do have a karmic situation or a life or a lesson coming your way where there is something blocked in your emotional life. So blocked emotions, that's the same energy. That's like, oh, the warmth of this house in the background is not getting to the people in the front in the cold and in the dark. So this is a different way of saying this, you know what I mean? And this is why I just love to use both methods, because you just get so much information on different levels. And there is here a situation where you need to just work on something and have a look onto the details. Don't jump over steps. If this is about this situation here where you feel like, okay, there is a blockage, I have maybe sometimes blocked emotions, then it's literally a case of just step by step working on it. And yeah, what are the additional messages here for Scorpio? What are the additional messages? And we do have some conflict here, okay. So let's see, 5, 5, number of change. Okay, interesting. Okay, so something from the past is coming back. That can be something from a past life. It can be something from this life from the past. It could be a person from a past life, means a past life relationship here, because I do feel something is going on in your love life. It could also indicate that some feelings are coming back. Maybe this is like a pattern, or maybe this is something you are working through. Maybe this is the challenge here, because related to this, we do have conflict. There's some conflict about something from the past coming back, and I do feel this relates to this scenario here. That there might be an inner conflict in you, like, oh no, it's coming back again. I thought I have already worked through it, but oh my goodness, and the karmic. Okay, this is definitely, you're dealing here with a lesson, with a karmic situation. The balance needs to be restored, and whatever this is, just like one step at a time. Look at the details. I do feel if this is about some patterns, in a way that this is happening to you all the time or very often, really look at the details. Oh my goodness, this is so typical. Yeah, you are growing, you are expanding, you are growing through life experiences. Maybe you're thinking about taking a journey. This could be the journey of the soul. Also, this is some kind of waiting position. So maybe you are still waiting for something to come in. But I do feel here you are in a massive growing process. So what else? What are further additional messages for Scorpio? And I do feel like you have sometimes sleepless night because of this situation, worrying and thinking like, how am I ever going to work through this? And now something comes up again, and you're just like in a spot. But think about that. Even if you feel like you are at the same point in a specific healing process, it goes it doesn't go in circles, it goes in a spiral. So how am I doing this? So you can see this on the, so even if you are at the same point of the spiral again, you are a little bit further up or down, depending on if you feel like you're going deep or if you're going high, whatever your favorite phrasing is there. So just don't worry that much. It's all working out according to the divine plan. And you're going to have a lot of fun, I would say. Inner strength. Inner strength through self-control. I do sometimes feel, because she is with her bare hands, she is taming the lion. And the lion, I feel like, is sometimes our instinctive center. It's our wounds. You know, when we get hurt and we get triggered, then we just lash out again. And I do feel it's about controlling this and really looking inward and really analyzing it. Look into the details here. And I do feel this is a little advice card. Also, be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself and with your inner lion. Beautiful. Okay, we do have also the abundance card here. So I do feel in the month of May there will be some abundance. Things will have manifested after you have gone through quite a journey. This is basically the next card of this. You're working on something, you're really paying close attention to the details, and then the progression is going, like getting here to the 9 of Pentacles and enjoying the fruits of your labor, the fruits of your hard work. Okay, so the 7 of Swords. What you can see is it's about a sneaking away energy, stealing away, getting away with something. Maybe you try to get away with something. Maybe someone else is trying to get away with something. Also, I do feel this card reminds me sometimes of the fox energy, someone who has an interest in oneself first. And to a certain degree, that's of course important that we take care of our own needs first, but not to the, how do you say, disadvantage of others. So don't hurt or take from anyone else, but look within and what you can do for yourself to support yourself. So this might be the energy of the fox here, but also it could mean that you might want to get away with something. There are a lot of, so funny, I do feel like everybody gets a Page of Swords here. There is a fresh wind blowing, there is a fresh breeze, and I do feel there will be a lot of ideas like just coming in, and it's almost a little bit like channeling, like spirit is giving you message after message. And but the Page of Swords also says that, or reminds you of that, ideas without action just remain ideas, right? And then we have the final card again is the abundance card. Okay. All right, so I do feel, as I've said, there is a positive change coming in your work life. I do feel like this is why we do have here the abundant card. I do feel the first 2 rows are about this blockage here, and about the blockages that you have in your emotional life, and the sleepless nights, and how you are going on about these things. I do feel like you are in a massive growing process here. This is, yeah, the little sneaky energy. It might have to do with your patterns. That might be your energy here, and maybe that's a pattern that you at some point just try to get away with something or steal away. It might be the energy of someone in your circle, or that someone is just taking advantage of you and then stealing away. It could also mean that once you have gone from this state, like really looking at things and working on things, and then being here and being able to enjoy what you have worked for, that then there always comes something where you feel like it's been taken away, your progress has been taken away. But we do have at the end the 10 of Pentacles, so I don't feel like someone can take away your progress. And again, think about that healing goes in a spiral and not linear. So you might sometimes think, oh my god, I'm again at this point. In fact, you aren't. You are further on the spiral. Scorpio, let me know if you resonated with this reading. If so, leave a like or a comment or subscribe to the channel. If you want your own personal reading, just the easiest way to do so is to go to my website, avalonrituals.com. Message me if you have any questions up front, or just book a reading online. And yeah, I hope you have a blessed day and see you next time.